Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. We have already started here. Played into space out wide, pinches it off him. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, perfectly measured that. David Villa, a player joining here, a pretty exclusive club. This game is the 200th in his career for this side.
Yeah, and he looks like he's raring to go here too, Peter. You can really tell how eager he is to leave his mark on this game. And when he's in that sort of a mood, he usually gets what he wants.
And he was quick to react. Koundé pokes it out wide. Threads one in. Koundé spots it and intercepts. Koundé getting this one clear. Maradona. Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. That's really well cleared. He's gone forward. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, just David Villa! Oh, nearly. Bellingham. David Villa is onto this. Bellingham.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Chouameni.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Oh, he's in! Great hit! Nicely spread. Bellingham. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, there's a probing ball. Now it's Maradona. Gets his pass away. Half-time getting close now. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Alaba. Oh, that's a key interception. Tries to get it clear. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that'll be the final action of the first half. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break, 0-0. And the second half gets underway. Both sides defensively robust up to now. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Now it's Maradona. Now the ball's gone astray. Maradona showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Tries to dink it through. Camavinga. David Villa. Now it's Vinicius Junior. He's through here. And he's there to get it away. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. He can run onto that. Now the finish! Dispatched clinically. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is one. Eto'o is on his own. Chance! Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better.
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before, and no doubt they'll work it again.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, it's fallen loose again! Oh, extraordinary.
OK, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Oh, good-looking ball. Bellingham. Cleared away. Swept in. Oh, what? Shot a goal! Yes, it's there! Back within one. They have them in their sights again. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
And the shot! They've done it! And on this day, when he celebrates his 200th appearance, a memorable moment.
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
Madrid take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Can he get it through? Alaba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Spread neatly. Vinicius Junior. Barcelona with the corner. They're first. Eder Militao is there. Had a shot! And that's been drilled in. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Interesting ball. Oh, well played, well played. And now they can clear their lines.
Added time.
And that is a little undercooked. Played out towards the right wing. No way through. David Villa. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And the volley. Well, now it's a... And he's following up! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Madrid can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
From the manager's perspective, Peter, I don't think he could have asked for much more. Well, certainly result-wise. This is a game they wanted to win for so many reasons, and his players did a sterling job carrying out the instructions. Thoroughly enjoyable.
Well, that's it for tonight's
Please
match, so it
join
just
me
remains
in
for me to
wishing
thank
all
Jim
the best
Beglin
to
alongside
members
me,
of our fan
and to
club
wish you all
celebrating their
a
wedding
very good
anniversary
evening.
today.
Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. And this place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this. And Messi! Rudiger has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, hello and welcome for the first time this season to everybody around the world, and we have for you a clash of two teams with very similar intentions. A statement win at the expense of the other would be the ideal scenario for both. A flying start is certainly required. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. The action has already started. Passes short and sharp. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, with this guy, Peter, Antonio Rudiger, you've got to think they'll be playing a high line. His athleticism and pace in recovery are both going to be critical. But I just feel he understands the art of defending better than most. No surprise, given his footballing education, of course.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. David Villa. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Eder Militao. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. David Villa, he's got space in, and the shot! And he's found the net! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Bellingham. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Deftly away.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
David Villa. Madrid have reclaimed it. Now it's Maradona. Rodrigo. The referee's awarded a free kick. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. So, power or guile, what's it going to be?
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
Decent hit from there.
We all love a trier, Peter, but the wiser choice would have been ball into box.
Time and again they are repelled. Pedri. Played out to the left flank. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And he's quick to get it clear again. Lino. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
2 added minutes.
Now it's Messi.
Indicated.
Plays a sharp little ball here. Now it's Maradona. Rudiger kept his eye on. And it's half-time here. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Madrid lead by 1-0 at half-time. It's been a good display from them so far. A stable start to the game, and they are in a goodish place. First half is behind us, and the score is currently 1-0.
And the game has already resumed here. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now the finish! Yes, it's in! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Can he put it away? Goal! Barcelona! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, his movement is all based on fine margins, and the timing of his run then was ideal.
The attendance for this match was 71,000.
Barcelona get themselves into the lead.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Very nicely done. And he's got his cross in. And he gets rid in a hurry. David Villa.
Well, the manager must be thinking to himself whether he's got a game changer on that bench, and he needs to act quickly.
Barcelona can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern. Yeah, very good job. He positioned himself there.
Maradona is flagged offside. Rudiger. Gaitska Mendieta. Messi. That'll be a throw. And he's managed to gift it back. Oh, and he's through the middle.
There's a real appetite from them to finally put this game to bed, but will they?
Pedri gets across to intercept that. That could spell trouble. And the shot! It's in! And there's the goal they've been looking for. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
And now he has two.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Shapes to shoot! Yes! And the lead is extended still further.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So now the difference is 3.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Six added minutes has been indicated.
Pedri. Ter Stegen. They get a throw in. It's a poor... And that will be the final act. Madrid played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly deflated.
Please turn towards the screen for
So there it
special
is. What
presentation.
struck you most? Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves. The prospects are so great, the potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much, and the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. The action has already started. Good read, needed to be. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Can he finish? Kubo going face-to-face with his great rival. Pedri was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Messi. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Maradona. Oh, that's well spotted. He's away! Madrid yet to have an attempt on goal. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Looking for the run, and that could set him on his way. And the ball, and the shot! In he goes again! Goal! Barcelona! Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Barcelona have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Kubo's cross. Bayer herring after the ball here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Camavinga. Now it's Messi. Modric. Here's Tchouaméni. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. David Villa. And claimed it back swiftly. He's had a hit! Pedri. And that is expertly dealt with. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Messi. Eder Militao promptly onto that, and that is that. Guardiola. De Jong. It looks at face to face with the keeper. Chance! They've done it! And they're at it again in double quick time. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Some first half thoughts?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
And we're off again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to go again.
And Messi! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
David Villa. David Villa! And again the keeper stands strong.
Well, look, believe me when I tell you that goalkeepers work harder than anyone else in training, and that's why, to be top class on match day, that was a majestic stop.
And we have our very first corner. Messi! That's a throw.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. And the shot's on him. There's the hit! And more, and more, and more! And they are pulling clear here.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
The attendance for this
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, no joy this time. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Modric.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Great ball if he can get there. Can he get away here? And he's running through. Kubasi gets it away. But they've got it again. And it's Rudiger. Here's Tchouaméni. Albert Ferrer gets across to intercept that. He's played him through. That's a nicely measured pass. And the finish! And he hits the net. Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Barcelona are having a ball here.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
The message is clear, none shall pass. That's a little off target. David Villa. And here's Eto'o. Oh, not quite. Oh, great ball. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Eto'o. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Oh, nicely intercepted. Modric. Messi is onto this. He's picked his way through.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. And that's that. Madrid suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis and scrutiny to come. It was a poor show all round.
Please
So
join
there
me
it
in
is.
wishing
What
all
struck
the
you
best
most
for
about
members
that?
of our
Yeah,
fan
well,
club
I've been on the
celebrating
losing
their
side in
wedding
games like
anniversary
this,
today.
and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still...
And so we reach a fork in the road. Fortunes can turn either way from this point. One path leads to where they all want to be, or at least a significant step closer to it. What doesn't bear thinking about is the alternative. It is time for the central characters to stand tall. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Cleared away. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. And that has been clubbed away. Quality ball. Camavinga calmly anticipates. And that could set him on his way. Great ball. There's the hit! He's delivered all right!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Mbappe. Oh, that's fabulous. Koundé. Neymar. Great hit! And yes, it's there! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
And now he has two. Barcelona are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Van Nistelrooy.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's managed to get rid. Tchouameni. Madrid looking to pass their way through. David Villa. Shapes to shoot! There's a goal! Right back in the game!
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Madrid get themselves back into contention.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
Ah, that's a fine interception. Mosquera
Gets rid without sophistication.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Alaba. Now it's Eto'o. David Villa. Now it's Messi. He can get that clear. And they're quick to get it back. Good read, needed to be. David Villa, he could be in here. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
David Villa, he's through here. Messi, he's shifting through the gears here. Eto'o! And he's found the net! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller.
And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Madrid come out of a half that has been quite extraordinary on many counts. High-scoring, truly exciting,
Security
but
staff
neither
for
side
each
able
block.
to hold a lead.
Please report to the staff room immediately.
So we reach the halfway point.
Well, what an enjoyable first half. Just when you think a two-goal lead can be decisive, it's gone again, and I hope the goals keep coming.
What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 22, Ferran Torres.
Second period
Coming
then
on the
underway.
field is number 6, Bellingham.
And here's Van Nistelrooy. Camavinga. Messi. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, there's the clearance. Camavinga. Passes short and sharp. Pedri. Mosquera cuts it out. And that is a little undercooked. David Villa. Maradona. Alaba gets across to intercept that. Alaba clears. Bellingham. Has a look and plays it forward. Well, that's beautifully weighted.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Camavinga. Oh, played right into his path.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's quick to snatch it back. And he's there to belt it away. Gets his pass away, and that could set him on his way. He's been picked out. There's the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Yeah, but I really like that link-up there. I think something I'm sure they can work on again and get it right.
Number 15, Guti.
Ah, now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Number 13, Pedri. Coming on the field, number 7.
Taken back almost at once.
Number 9.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And that's a good... Tries a shot! Goal! Barcelona! And they've got their lead back.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Barcelona take the lead.
I think what we've just seen is further evidence of their resilience and fantastic belief. I mean, they can always come through. Remarkable.
That looks a good ball through. And Van Nistelrooy! Oh, belter! A finish of true class. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Yeah, I just thought he made great use of his upper body there. It would have taken something really special to keep that out.
Barcelona could not have picked a better time to snatch a two-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And here's Bellingham.
Added minutes has been
Decent
indicated.
hit! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Madrid with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
And a shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And there goes the final whistle.
Madrid are beaten and they are out. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, what can I say, Peter? It seemed like the enormity of the task got the better of the players, and they never really got going. I know it can happen to even the best of us, but that doesn't take away from the fact that this was a painful watch, very painful.
Well, it is a nervous time, but these are positive nerves.
Hello,
The prospects are
everybody,
so
and welcome
great,
to
the
today's match.
potential, be it financial or reputational, is huge, because success in this competition brings so much. And the supporters are here to take it in for themselves and to drive the team on. Truly, this is crunch time. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Musiala. Musiala goes on a run down the left wing. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Spain clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, delightful ball. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's been shifted off it. Conte. Messi. Another pass just keeps it ticking over.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Kane. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. That has not gone well. Now it's Beckham. That is good alertness. Fiddles it through. Bastoni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get it through? Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Beckham. And that could set him on his way. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Spain clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call it blanket suffocation. Every single player is committed to the press, and there's simply no way out.
David Villa. That's a shade optimistic. Referee's given a throw. And here's Messi. David Villa! A real chance and a real let-off.
Spain are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Referee's had a look and he's blown his whistle for half-time.
Please take this opportunity to pay a visit to our official store where memorabilia from today's match are now available.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Spain clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And he was quick to react. Goes looking wide. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Nesta cuts out the pass. Oh, he's been caught napping. He's picked his way through. And he's cut it out. They've won a corner. Spain with the corner. They're first. Has a go! It's loose. And again! Oh, would you believe it? They willed it, and it happened! That's no fluke, it's what he was there for.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Number 2,
And that ends it. Did anyone see this coming? Really?
Well, I think, Peter, we've again been reminded of how thin the margins are. When the game was tied, I'm sitting here thinking this could get cautious, as is often the case. The game continues to deliver drama, great drama, and here we are again.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all a very good evening. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash. And no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set for the 90 minutes ahead. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Now it's Torres. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, what more can we say, Peter, about Phil Foden?
Tries a shot! It's there!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes. Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Now it's Torres. Fernando Torres. That's going to go a long way. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. Szoboszlai. Jota. That's been cut out, well played. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Well timed, excellent interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
Van der Ven. Fernando Torres.
Cleared without complication.
And that's been won straight back. Diaz. That is ended up in no man's land. Cantona. 15 minutes till half-time. Konate. And it's Fernando Torres.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Now it's Diogo Jota. Diaz.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Cantona. Fernando Torres. Haaland. And the shot! They've done it! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
Yeah, the pass was bang on and he just had to ensure he didn't stray offside. The finish was actually bang on too.
Oh, that's ambitious. And it's Fernando Torres. Now it's Foden.
1 minute added time.
Tries to get it clear. And we hit half-time. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
A half of massive entertainment and excitement. A 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible. And we're underway again. No, that's been intercepted. Konate and Alexander-Arnold. Van Dijk. And here's Haaland. Robertson. Darwin. Robertson. Foden. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Haaland. Climbs up big! In for the pieces! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is 3! It is surely done! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
A case now of complete control. The message is clear, none shall pass. Liverpool are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least.
Oh, given away! And he's searching for... Can he finish? Caicedo.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Now it's Haaland. And he's had it nicked away.
Fernando Torres really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's the speculative strike. Keeper is right behind it.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Szoboszlai. And they're quick to get it back. Haaland. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Diogo Jota. Engages and forces him off the ball.
Variety is the spice of footballing life too. They need to alter...
He's had a shot! Goal! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Number 19.
It's become a case of men against boys. Always onto this, and he's in on goal. Hits one! He scores! And this is getting ridiculous, borderline crazy.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
So it is that time again. Every team looks to write its own special script. Moments like this are to be savoured. Hopes are high. A good start. That is what they all want. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So we're up and running. And the history of this fixture tells us always to expect the unexpected. That's an excellent interception.
Cleared without complication.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Someone I really like a lot, Peter, is Matthijs de Ligt. You can't get much better than him when it comes to taking the ball up the pitch into midfield and then linking up with his midfielders and his attackers, sometimes driving even further forward. He really is amongst the very best in the world at doing this.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Garnacho has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. Foden. He is through here.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Goalkeeper's ball. Shaw.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Now it's Haaland. Foden short changes him with that pass. Ball's gone out of play. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Pass somewhat off target. No, that's been intercepted. Haaland. Now it's Torres. And Torres! Just off target.
Fernando Torres really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Casemiro. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Haaland.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Haaland. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
He could tee it up for someone else, but something tells me he'll have a go.
Cantona!
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And he's there to clear it. And it's played forward. Now it's De Bruyne.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Shot could be on. Great hit! It's in! The breakthrough strike! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now the finish! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, he's been caught on it here! Lacking in accuracy.
It was more possible than probable, and the outcome backed it up, Peter.
And he's gone looking for safety. Oh, he's been caught napping. Fernando Torres. He can run onto that. He's shifting through the gears here. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow.
Hello everybody, and a quick announcement now.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter.
Thank you for your
Some
cooperation.
incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Well, it's been an enthralling game so far, this meeting of regular rivals. High intensity, high in passion. Tough game for the officials to this point, but that is unlikely to change. Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments, and it's 1-0 at the break.
Number 17, Garnacho. Number 11.
So off we go once more.
Coming on the field.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Substitution in progress.
Deftly away. Haaland. Cantona.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Ugarte is there to clear. And that's been won straight back. Van de Ven. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Well, he knows very well that he is already walking a tightrope. Looking to widen the gap even further here. He's shaping up to have a crack from here. Cantona! That's a fine save.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
That has been knocked clear. Taken back almost at once. Foden! Foden! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. And he's managed to get rid. Out to the right. He's got away. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
Yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up.
Pass is just off target. That's really well cleared.
Manchester United really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Bruno Fernandes. Oh, no joy this time. 1-0 as we head towards the end. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace. Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's Fernando Torres. Now it's Haaland. And that will be the final act. Perfect result, perfect outcome, a test passed with flying colours.
A little lost today. Please look at
Your
the screen.
reflection.